Hi everyone, I'm Melissa from Just Subbing Around, and today I'm going to show you a few different things. First thing I'm going to show you are some hardboards. We're going to get those pre-pressed and then cooling, and while we press them, a blanket, a tote bag, and then we're going to come back to pressing the hardboards once they've cooled. So I'm going to pre-press the hardboards. This is what they'll come like. I just have to peel that protective layer off. So sometimes it's kind of hard to get them started. Use my nail at a corner. There we go. So I'm just going to peel that protective layer off. I'm going to put it on my press, face up, put protective paper over it, and I'm going to pre-press for 20 seconds. I didn't reset my clock. Oh, I need to adjust my pressure. I was pressing something else. It's still too light. Okay, and I'm gonna pre-press for 20 seconds just to get all that moisture out, and then I'm gonna go put it under something heavy to cool while I show you how to press some other things. So I'm just gonna watch the timer because I didn't reset the timer. Okay. Well, it's going to be kind of hot. It's not terribly hot. I'm going to come over and put it under some heavy stuff. I'm going to pre-press the round hardboard that we're going to do later also, just so that they're cooling. It's really important that they're cool when you go to press them. You don't get any ink transfer or looks kind of blurry or shifting. So again, make sure that's nice and clean. Okay, face up. And again for 20 seconds. So I'm just going to watch that. Okay, again, that will be kind of hot, so careful when you're handling it. I'm just going to put that to the side to cool. Okay, so while those are cooling, I know some of you went on and purchased some of my designs yesterday when I did the sale for my friend Kelly, and I just want to say thank you so much to everybody. I was able to bring up enough money, I think, to possibly buy her a plane ticket home, so she'll be getting that tomorrow. I'm also going to send her home for her mom with a blanket. I bought this one at Walmart because it was on clearance. So it already had that print. So I'm just going to add a photo here and a photo in each corner. And then I'm going to do a little bag that I'm going to fill with some goodies. So I'm going to place this over my press. I'm going to line it up based on the wording, so make sure it looks kind of straight. Make sure all the fur, I guess you could say, the blanket part, is all going the same direction. Then I'm going to lint roll it just so I don't get any blue speckles on here, and I should have lint rolled before I stuck it up under my press. I want to make sure that's straight, make sure it's all brushed the same direction. I'm going to put a family photo right here in the middle. And sometimes when I want to make sure that I'm pretty center, I'll just fold my sublimation print and just crease it at the top so I know where my center is. And that helps when you're centering it on something. Now Now, I don't usually tape. Make sure it's kind of even with the words here. It's not quite centered on my press, so that's why it's a little harder to... Okay, that looks pretty good. I don't usually tape it. You can. A lot of people do, but I've gotten to the point where I don't really need to. So I'm going to press it for a minute. While I do that, I wanted to show you, I got some of the medium earrings in, and I just wanted to kind of do a size comparison for you. So these are the smalls that I made the other day when I made this shirt. Remember, I just used a quatrefoil design, sized it down and put it on a shirt. And then I also have these earrings, that design. This is the small. I just got these mediums in, and I wanted to see if I'd like the size with the hardware I showed you the other day from Amazon that just pinches together, and I love it. They're a perfect size. Here's the small next to the medium. Sorry, it's kind of shaking. And then here's the large. So here's large, small, and medium. So you can see that size comparison. I love the medium. I think they're going to be my favorite. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to be really careful when I lift my press, especially because I didn't tape it. I'm going to pull that off. Pull that off. And then I decided, and then I usually just kind of fluff up the fur. Does not look so pretty. And this is just a Walmart blanket. All right, so now I'm going to do all four corners. I don't need 2 pieces of paper under there. I just need one. So I'm going to start with the bottom corner here. And again, make sure that blanket fur, whatever you want to call it, it's all going the same way. And for this area, I decided to print off a cancer ribbon. This is also in my shop. It's under door hangers because it's actually sized for the door hanger, and then I just sized it down for this. And I'm just going to kind of put it at an angle over here. But first thing I need to do is lint roll. And I don't know that I pre-pressed that first time. I should have done that just to make sure the moisture's out. So I'm going to make sure I pre-press this time. I think I forgot that step last time. Okay, I'm just going to pre-press for about 10 seconds or so. Just get all that moisture out. Okay. Now I'm going to again make sure all the fur is going the same way. I'm going to just kind of do it at an angle like that. And again, I'm not taping it. You certainly can. I've gotten pretty used to how to lift up my press, so I feel pretty comfortable without being able to lift it carefully where it's not going to shift at all. While that's pressing, I'm going to get my prints ready for my hardboards. Those are now cooled. So here's my hardboard. The coating is off of it. It's nice and cooled. Here is my print. Again, remember, make sure you reverse the image. I'm going to put my hardboard face down onto here. Make sure I have a bleed all the way around, and I'll show you that in just a second. As soon as I get this taped. Now these I always tape because I have to then flip them over, and I want to make sure that they don't shift at all when I flip them over. Okay, there's that's done. I'm going to lift it very carefully. Pull off that paper. I don't reuse my paper. That looks very nice. Because I don't want any of that ink from that print to transfer onto my next project. So now I'm going to go to the next corner, the bottom left corner. I'm just going to shift my blanket around. Make sure it's on my press. Looks nice. Okay. I'm going to lint roll it first. Then I'm going to pre-press for about 10 seconds. Get a new piece of butcher paper here. Okay. While that's pressing for a few seconds, I'm just going to grab my next picture that I'm going to put. Okay. I'm going to do this picture. That's what it looks like. I'm just going to make sure it's straight with this line at the bottom and straight with the seam on the side here. Alright, that looks pretty straight. And now I'm going to press for 1 minute. And while that's pressing, I'm going to go back to taping over here so that that one's ready to go when I'm done with the blanket. Okay, so you can see there's a little bit of the print all the way around. Kind of hard to see, but there you go. All the way around. I try to get it the same all the way around. So then when I put it on my press, it's going to go face up. But it's all taped ready to go, so it won't move at all. Next one I'm going to get ready is the door hanger. I'm going to do a 12-inch door hanger, 12.25 inch. This is Ashley Dodd's blank from Epson Design Company. They sub beautifully, so you'll see. Again, the image is reversed. That's very important, or you're going to have words that are backwards. And I'm doing a very simple one today, and I'm going to tell you why in just a minute or so. All right, carefully lift that up. Pull that off. And I think I got this blanket on clearance at Walmart for like $7. So I thought it'd be a perfect gift. So I've just had it sitting. So when I needed it, it was there. All right, so now I'm going to print the upper left corner here. Hopefully I didn't shake that too bad there. Trying to work around the camera. And again, I want to make sure my pile, or whatever you call that, is all going the same way. That it's straight and even. I'm going to lint roll it. I'm going to pre-press it. While that's pre-pressing for a few seconds, I'm going to pick the next picture. All right, now I'm going to put this face down. Make sure I remember where the bottom of my blanket is so I don't put it upside down on accident. I've done that a few times. Haha, see, I would have. This is the top of the blanket. I'm glad I checked that. That would not have been good. Okay. I'm going to cover it and press for a minute. Okay, Okay, so back to the hardboard. The reason I'm doing a really, really simple design is I had a really neat idea. I'm going to try it out tomorrow, so you'll see. I'm going to do another video, but I'm going to make different bows to be able to change out with the season. So it'll be a simple door hanger and then different bows that you can change out. So I'm going to put this again face down. I don't know if you can see it from there. And I'm going to make sure that my holes are at the top and centered at the top. So that's really important so that your door hanger is not crooked. So I eyeball this, but you could definitely use like a laser level or something and make it a whole lot easier than trying to eyeball it. Alright, that looks pretty good, but that's going off, so lift that carefully. Pull that off. And I have one more picture for the last corner here. This side. Oh, that got a little sticky on there, so I'm going to change that out. That was from the tag. Got a little sticky, so I don't want anything transferring back to the bottom of the blanket. So I'm just going to change that out. Put a new piece underneath. I usually use my bottom piece over and over if it's something that doesn't bleed through, like a blanket doesn't normally bleed through because it's thicker. Okay, so make sure that's pretty straight. Make sure the fluff is all going the same way. Lint roll, then we're going to pre-press. Now you can also print on blue blankets, and I bought some clearance ones at some clearance Sherpa ones at Home Depot that are different colors, blue and tan. But if you want to do actual pictures of people, I suggest like a white or an ivory, otherwise they just don't really show up very well. Okay, and then my last photo is this. I'm going to line it up right here. Okay. And I'm going to press for a minute, and while that's pressing, we're going to finish taping or finish lining up this hardboard. It looks pretty good, so I'm just going to start taping. This one, the bleed line isn't as noticeable. It might be hard for you to pick up on the camera, but I'm going to show you anyways. Okay. So I have it all taped, and you can see there's just a little bit of bleed line all the way around. You can barely see it. That's good to go and ready to press. Same thing with the chore potty chart. So we'll do those as soon as this is done. It's only got about 10 seconds. I'm going to try and hold it up. You might not be able to see it, but there you can see. And then here's the center one I did, and then each corner. Oh, this way. It's kind of hard to hold up, but I'll take a picture later and post it, but they turn out really nice, really pretty. So to go with that blanket, I'm also going to do a tote bag. Now the tote bags are really important that you pre-press because I find there's a lot of moisture, and if I don't, then I get that ghosting effect. So I'm also going to use a pad in the middle, a pressing pad, just so that I get the, there's not pressure on those handles. A lot of times I like to just drape the handles over the side so that I don't get that. Okay, so a lot of times I just hang the handles off the side of the press so it doesn't give me any pressure issues. And I'm going to pre-press. First I'm going to lint roll. Lint rolling is really important on the bags so you don't get any of those blue speckles. Okay, you do not have to have a pressing pillow in there by any means, but you can. You don't have to. Okay, it's pre-pressed. Now I'm going to place my, try and center this up. Looks pretty centered to me. Okay, and I'm going to press for a minute. Alright, so we've got about 5 seconds left. As soon as this is done, I'm going to slowly lift, swing it away. There is my tote bag. I'm going to pull the pressing pillow out. Those are hot. So there it is. Beautiful colors. And I'm going to fill this with all kinds of goodies that I got for my friend's mom. So they make really great gifts. I'm going to put like lifesaver mints, and I got all kinds of stuff. Crossword puzzles. I'm going to put the blanket in there rolled up for her to take with her to and from her chemo appointments. So they make really nice gifts. These are really nice linen tote bags. I got them on one of the D-stash pages, so I don't even know where the person got them from. All right, next up we are going to do the hardboard. So again, it goes butcher paper. Then I'm going to put the hardboard, the brown side, down, the print face up, and then I'm going to get another piece of white paper. And I'm going to press for a minute. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to carefully, oh, and it's stuck. I do that sometimes. I'm going to just peel my tape off, peel my print off and my tape off. Careful, they're pretty hot. I haven't bought heat gloves yet. I really need to, but alright, so there it is. Isn't that beautiful? And once it cools, I'm going to go put it with some butcher paper right now under something heavy while it cools. Next up, we are going to, I need to change out the bottom. See how you have all that blowout ink? It'll transfer to your next project if you don't change out that paper. Make sure you change out that paper. I get my paper at Sam's Club. You get a huge roll for 20 bucks. And I used to cut it with scissors. And then I got a roll dispenser off of Amazon. It's the best thing ever. It makes it so much faster. Okay, so again, hardboard, dark side down, print, paper. And wait a minute. All right. I'm going to slowly lift up. steal my... Oh, that is so cute. This is a design I just listed today actually in my shop. It's an incentive chart, so you can put it on there for chores, for, this is Cooper's potty chart. I have a 4-year-old who is refusing to potty, so got to make it fun. And then you just use a dry erase and he can color it in every time he goes. Once he gets to 10, he can get a prize. You could also use it for chores. Every time they do a chore, you just put an X or color it in. Any type of incentive or reward, you can use this. So super cute. I'm going to let this cool. While that's cooling, my Miller board has cooled. So, it's not, I'm not holding it very straight, am I? There it is. I'm going to show you how to tie it off. So, I use the jute rope from Walmart, and I'm actually going to double it up. Put my scissors here. I'm just trying to kind of measure how long I want it. I'm thinking about right there. I'm gonna push the first 2 through and just tie it off in the back with a knot. And I just double knot it so it doesn't come out the front. Sorry, my phone's going off. Okay. That's not going to go anywhere, and I'll just cut the end off there in a minute. Make sure it's straight. And again, I'm going to push the 2 ends through. I'm going to hold it up at the top so that I can make sure that it's tight for both of them. That looks like a pretty good length, about where I want it, so I'm going to tie it off there. Double knot it again. Now I'm just going to cut off, I'll move it up onto the press so you can see it. I'm just going to cut off the ends here. All right. And there it is. Stay tuned tomorrow because I'm going to make different bows. Actually, I'm going to hang them off this side right here. Different bows for the seasons. Thanks so much for watching. Again, you can find me on Etsy at Just Subbing Around. You can find blanks at appariciumdesigncompany.com. Thanks so much.